On behalf of the Dwyer Group team, welcome to the second edition of Stay Connected, our quarterly series of key messages and happenings from the Waco headquarters and franchisees in the field. Since returning from reunion almost 6 weeks ago, we continue to hear some concern about finding great service professionals or specialists for your teams. The rich value that best ties to this theme is continuously striving to maximize internal and external customer loyalty. And who better to address this topic than our very own company president and COO, Mike Bidwell.
In the decade preceding the 2008 recession, I frequently heard from franchisees that they couldn't find enough technicians to meet the demands of their business. You see, new construction home building had been strong for quite a period of time, and that created a shortage of people with hard trade skills. Now, since the recession started in 2008, I've seldom heard that comment, the franchisees couldn't find enough technicians. However, times are changing. New home building's picking back up, and I predict that we're at the forefront of a long sustained period of new construction home building. We'll once again experience a shortfall of people with hard trade skills, our technicians. So let's plug the leak. If we quit losing the people we want to keep, we won't have much of a recruiting problem. And we can start by shoring up the relationships with our staff. And we can do that by being friendly. Now, I don't advocate being friends with the people that work for you, but you can be friendly and have high expectations. They'll respect you for that. Make the workplace fun. Set team goals and celebrate results. Now, cash bonuses are always great, but it doesn't have to be expensive. You can cook the team breakfast if you hit a certain milestone or hit a goal. They'll get a big kick out of that. You should instill pride in your workplace. Talk about how you're the best in town at what you do. You do the best quality work. You take the best care of the customer. Ideally, both of those things. This should be a pinnacle job, and they should feel good about working at your place of business. They should feel better about themselves for being associated with you and your business. Find them doing something right and lift them up and praise them. That's your role. And one of my favorites, if they've been really working hard because they've been out on call a lot, or maybe it's been a busy period and they've been putting in a lot of time to help pick up the slack, get them a gift certificate for dinner and send it to the spouse. Write a thank you note thanking them for their contribution, and thank the spouse for sharing their loved one. I bid you well in your pursuit to be the best.
Thank you, Mike. I believe that focusing on living rich or leading rich is a sure way to retain the best team members. As many of you know, we've incorporated an Enrich Culture Task Force made up of award-winning franchisees to help create additional ways for all of us to step up our commitment to living the code of values. And if you happen to have a code of value story you'd like to share, please feel free to email me at ddo@dwyergroup.com, or better yet, capture the message on video. In closing, I'd like to share some team building tips from your fellow franchisees.
The most important thing I think that we've done is we've changed how our technicians are paid, moved them from hourly to what we call PFP. What that does is it caused our entire organization to analyze where the key values were that our people were providing. It forces us to track it, report it weekly. Everyone thinks, oh, it's going to affect pay and all this, but the real value is that those folks are involved in the business. To the extent the business runs better, they do better. Two of our technicians are here, Mary and Derek. Mary is Woman of the Year. Derek is Technician of the Year. Both of them have increased their income over 24%.
I'd say if there was one thing I had to choose, it'd be teaching your team how to be focused and disciplined in achieving their goals. And they can use that focus and discipline, whether it's addressing a task or actually personally growing in those areas where they need improvement, their weaknesses. But teach them how to do that, and you'd be amazed how many problems they solve and how few that you have to get involved in.
The one action item, write it on the rock. Catch somebody doing something right. I used to look for blame, and I used to look for fault like there was a bounty on it. My whole life has changed with catching people doing things correctly.
All of us at the Dwyer Group count you as a blessing and wish you and your families and team members a beautiful Thanksgiving holiday. Thank you so much, and God bless you all.